So here's a really important drill for our forecheck for the year. So I'd like the kids to watch this. This drill, we're going to dump a puck into the corner. We're going to have this D here in green skating in and picking up the puck. Now this is just a drill, so we're going to have that D kind of play dumb here and just rim it up the boards. Now what we want to do is get our forecheck in there. So the first forward, F1, is going to attack the puck hard on it and going to try to angle this player to the corner because we want to make sure that we seal them to that outer board. F2 is going to come in. Okay, that's enough of that. That's just a little look at how I use Explain Everything. In all honesty, though, this is a super cool program. You can do almost anything that you want. Right now, I've just got on the screen here a video that I took earlier, so you can actually put video into your video. I'm just going to play this, I just did a screen capture with my iPad while I was playing around with Explain Everything. So just going through some of the tools here. This is how you start your starting screen. You can get just a blank presentation here to start. You'll see all the tools on the left-hand side. You're familiar with a bunch of them. There's a pencil tool or marker tool. So you pick your color, pick the size, and away you go. And hopefully you'll do really well. But don't worry, you're going to make mistakes and erase some things, and you have a hard time moving things around. With this little hand tool, you can move things around. It's sometimes a pain when you grab too many things, but if you use 2 fingers, you can make things bigger or smaller. You can rotate. Those are handy. And the little X down here is to get rid of stuff. You can either just select an object or select a group of objects and then exit out. And there's a bunch of other tools. You're familiar with the highlighters. We've got fill tools. We got shape tools. Again, you can do anything. Once you've got something on the screen, you can make them bigger, make them smaller, turn them around. It's basically creating your own animation. Get rid of stuff on the fly when you're done with it. Like I said, fill tools. We got shape tools. You can add text anytime, which is handy. Of course, you wouldn't be able to do much without that. Math is pretty great, isn't it? Explain Everything is great too. Whoa. Okay, so this little tool down here is just a highlighter. So while you're going through and shooting a presentation, you want to bring some attention to something, like I'm going to do right now. So here at the top is going to be your most important tools. One of the ones that you'll probably use is the equation editor, which is really handy, especially when we're doing our math work. You can see all the different things here. We got stuff you can do calculus on here if you want. But let's take our time here. But you can put together an equation like a squared plus b squared equals something. I can't remember. Anyway, once you're done, you can put together a mathematical equation, no problem. So lots of neat stuff in this insert menu. You can do all kinds of things. You can insert web pages and surf web pages while people are watching. You can insert files. Here is the clip art menu. I'm out at the lake and my clip art stuff doesn't load no matter what, but there's all kinds of emoji stuff and whatever else you need in the clip art menu. So again, lots of neat tools. You just got to sort of play around with it to get used to it, and hopefully at some point you'll get good at moving things around. Now the greatest thing is sort of how do you record what's going on. So down at the bottom here, you're going to see this little button, and all you got to do is hit record, and then it's going to record all the stuff that you do, all the objects you put on the screen, everything that happens while you're moving them around and changing the shape and so on. It's going to record the time there, and as the time counter ticks along, it's recording in the background. Now you can go and open up your recording, you can go back, you can erase stuff, you can add stuff in. For example, when I'm doing my hockey drills, I might want 2 or 3 players moving at the same time, so I go back and overlay other things. And then you can simply just play it back and, check over your work, see if everything works the way you want, and that you haven't screwed up anywhere. And then you can just sort of cut it. If you make a mistake, you can just stop it, go back, cut it, and then add some more again. So it's really super functional. I hope you'll have a good time using it. And this is a great way for you to show me what you're doing with your math and hopefully score some great marks. Okay, so we'll talk again later. Now it's your turn. So I'd like you guys to do the next bit of work in Shobi. I want you to solve an expansion of a vertex form to standard form. Okay, and hopefully you'll have a great time. I know I will enjoy watching the videos when you get them done. It's one of my favorite things to do. My favorite kinds of marking. Okay, so best of luck. One thing to make sure of before you start is that you've got your microphone button on. You'll see down near the counter there's a little microphone button. If there's an X through it, it means you're not recording the sound. So you'll have to enable the sound to make sure that you're recording your voice as well. And you can talk to me as you go along and tell me what you're doing. Okay, super. Thank you.